is Rocky. And torture chamber challenge. And I'm a little tired. I stayed up pretty late last night as we had BJ Soper.
We're live down here at the Nevada Southern Detention Center, and we have Amy from Mesquite in the jail cell this morning. We'll give you an update on BJ Soper here shortly on what happened during the night. But Amy's been in there right at an hour almost now this morning. So she wanted to try this challenge, and she's doing pretty good so far. So she says she's going to stay in there until she helps raise some money.
And turn around, and we're going to show that you've actually got the handcuffs on. So she does have the handcuffs on. How do your hands feel?
My shoulders are killing me.
Well, I mean, do you mind if we talk about maybe how young you are?
Sure, I am 60 years old.
She's 60 years
proud
old,
of it.
and she's doing the torture chamber challenge. And why we're here doing what we're doing is to raise money for the Ammon Defense Fund at www.bundydefense.com. And so you've got this 60 years young lady here that is doing this challenge to bring this to the forefront so everybody can learn about this. Do you have anything you'd like to say?
Yeah, I'd like to say that, one of the biggest things that I notice is I've got all these people out here that I can talk to and will talk to me. Ammon had nobody. He was, even just being in here in this, the loneliness and the helplessness. You can't even scratch your ear, or your nose, or anything with these handcuffs back behind you. But the loneliness and the helplessness. I mean, I've only been in here an hour, and it's really, I think, the loneliness and helplessness of not being able to even scratch yourself. On top of that, I mean, the shoulders, yeah, are big time.
We're starting to get people back on. If you want to show the handcuffs again. And this is Amy. She's 60 years old, and she's doing the torture chamber challenge. And she is handcuffed. The restraints are on. And I do want to put out there that John Lamb handcuffed this lady.
Shame on you, John.
John Lamb handcuffed this lady. I'm just going to put that out there. Maybe that'll raise a couple dollars. At least get a couple smiles. Go ahead.
So anyway, loneliness and helplessness, and I'm 1 hour. I can't even imagine 13. But I'm also the cook here, so no one's getting fed if I don't get out of here.
So we need to raise money to get Amy out.
And the faster the better.
To feed all the patriots.
So far this morning, we've been up for a while this morning, and our cook has been locked up for a whole hour. So no food out here, no breakfast for none of us yet.
We have the camp cook in solitary confinement. Well, she's not in solitary. But,
I feel like even with people out here, I feel lonely. When everyone walks away and starts talking, it's a lonely feeling. It's a lonely feeling, terribly lonely. I mean, and I can't even, and then being dragged out. At least I got to prepare before I came in here. I got to go to the bathroom. He probably hadn't. They just locked him up. No bathroom rights, no nothing. Yeah. So
he said in the phone interview that he used the restroom twice while he was standing in the shower stall.
In the shower stall in his own piss.
Yeah.
Yes.
If I have to go, at least I can get out now. But if I was in there, there's nothing. I mean, this is a visual for, I think, all of us. And I think this was such a great idea. Just people ought to come out here and have their hands cupped behind your back and just feel what Ammon was feeling when he was taken out and locked up. What he's feeling now in solitary still.
Yes.
It's a lonely, horrible feeling.
And here you are at the Patterson Detention Center right makeshift. What did we call it last night?
It's a torture chamber.
Well, I know, but who made it? It was,
BJ.
it's a Soper cell.
The Soper cell.
It's the Soper cell.
There's 2 people already on here that I've seen so far the message have donated money.
Thank you.
Mrs. Durst put $25 on Amy.
Thank you.
And we have another lady here that said $10. Jean actually said $10 by PayPal, so there's $35.
Thank you.
And Robert says $20. So
Thank you.
that's
What are we, 1,000?
I like her math.
1,000 to get you out.
That might work.
we're gonna be starving here for a while.
But we're hungry. We need Miss Amy out so we can eat. She's our cook.
I see someone else that just messaged me here privately that said $50. So Jamie
thank
Spears
you,
is sending
thank
$50.
you.
So
Wow, that is so awesome.
Come on, Kayleen and Penny and
there's a lady here named Sarah. She said she wouldn't last 1 hour. So you're doing really good. You're just over the hour mark already.
I'm with you,
is that
Sarah.
all?
I know.
Seems like it's
Hour
been
and 2
forever.
minutes. An hour and 2 minutes. It has been.
Yeah, it's long. It does seem long.
Michael says he's donating $50.
Thank you, Michael.
Wow, thank you. That is so cool.
Now, is this money to keep her in or to get her out? I'm confused.
Kim Fritz,
We'll
good
take
morning.
either
Because they're not
or.
identifying which one's which.
Well, we're taking this now to get her out. So
Yeah,
Here,
they got
we're
some
gonna
hungry people at
interview,
camp.
BJ here in a minute. BJ, you want
There's
to
no reason money to get Amy out.
Checking the copy.
Okay, BJ's checking the coffee because we have our camp cook locked up. And so BJ's, we got BJ in front of the stove. And then we're going to interview him in just a second.
Sarah Redbuck said
Thanks.
she's giving $20 an hour for every hour you're in here.
Oh, you're wicked. Sarah.
Oh,
So she's already going to go $20 right now. So
Can you make it a flat rate so I can get out?
oh.
Okay, 60.
Okay, you guys, what we're doing is we're doing the torture chamber challenge, and Amy here is 60 years old, and I'm going to show the handcuffs again. And John Lamb handcuffed this lady this morning. I want to show you guys. She is handcuffed. She's been in here for an hour, and what we're doing is we're raising money for the Bundy Defense Fund, the www.bundydefensefund.com, and we're going to interview BJ right now as he was in here last night.
a very good friend of mine, Bill Eamon from Butte, Montana, just donated $20.
Oh, Bill, you're the greatest. I know. I've seen you.
And tell him you're from Montana too.
I am from Missoula, Montana. I used to have a store right up there on Broadway and Russell Street.
Well, thank you, Amy. We're going to interview BJ here. Maybe if you get over here in the shade where we can see you a little better. Talk about your experience. Yeah, talk about your experience last night.
Yeah.
This is BJ Soper. He went in last night around 9 o'clock, maybe just slightly before 9 o'clock, and tell us a little bit about your experience of how long it was in there for.
You know, it was, I don't know, it was 5 hours, something like that. It's not right. That's what it is. It's not right. At first you get in there and you're like, okay, this isn't so bad. You know, it's not comfortable, but you can kind of get comfortable and get situated. You know, try to kind of quiet your mind. And then as time goes on, I mean, it definitely feels a lot longer than it really is. Jared at 2 hours comes up, he says, hey man, you're almost at 2 hours. I'm like, man, I felt like all day. And you know, as the time goes on, what ends up happening is it just starts messing with your head. You can't get comfortable. I don't know if when you fidget around and you just can't get comfortable, just how your mind just starts spinning and you just can't get comfortable. And at 5 hours, that's what started to happen. You just could not get comfortable. The handcuffs were binding. You couldn't find a spot on the ground to get comfortable, and it's hard at that point. Your joints are going to sleep. You're cold. Even it wasn't that cold last night. It was probably, I don't know what it was. was 55, 60 degrees maybe.
It kept saying it was like 65
Yeah.
or
It said
something.
67, but I'm telling you.
I don't know if
the
it was
lowest I saw was
67.
57.
57? Yeah. You know, it was cold, and, you know, like Ammon said, it was cold. And he was cold, and you know, my thoughts were, is if Ammon had to do it, I'm going to do it too. You know, I want to understand, and if, you know, God's watching, maybe he can give me some of the pain that he's enduring, and I'll endure it for him in here. And, and, you know, it's tough. It's really, really tough to know that we can walk out of this thing at any time. We can leave any second that we want, right? Any second that we want. We can say enough is enough, you know, and those guys can't. Those guys can't. 5 hours was it. That was all I could take last night. I was done at 5 hours. I couldn't get comfortable. I couldn't not fidget. My mind was saying, okay, we're done, we're done, we're done. They don't have that option. Those guys are in there at the mercy of somebody else. And when we're talking about 13 hours, you know, double, almost 2 times, you know that? It's inhumane. That's the word. It's inhumane. The people that did that to him are inhumane. You know, we don't treat our dogs this bad, even when they're at the pound. This is the pound cells are bigger than this.
Can you talk a little louder? They're struggling to hear you.
Yeah, the
Sorry.
pound cells are way bigger than this. You know, we put dogs in better condition than this. You know, you know, I don't know what to say about it. You know, other than we need to make sure that we're bringing awareness to what's going on. And all the comments last night and all the posts, you know, I think that's what we're doing. I think that's what we're doing. And, you know, if we got to endure a little pain and suffering to bring that attention to this so our friends get to come home and we can raise some money to help them, then put me back in there again. I'll do it again and again and again. Because, you know, as long as we can all pitch in and do our part, we're going to get these guys home. You know, we're going to get our friends and family home. So, yeah, I don't know what else to say about it. It's just, it sucks. I will tell you, it sucks. And that was a third of what Ammon endured. A third of it. What he was forced to endure.
BJ made it 5 hours last night, and we were up pretty late. Do you want to talk about the staff coming and going and seeing the cell? We had spotlights on it.
Yeah, it was, I don't know what their rotation is, but they come and go most of the night, you know, every 3 or 4 hours, or 2 or 3 hours, you know, there's people coming in, and we had this thing lit up pretty good, and it was hard for me to see if they were looking or whatnot, but everyone was saying they were looking.
They were looking.
You know, coming in slow, you know.
Yep.
It's kind of funny. It's kind of like, you know, when you're at home and you're driving out of the McDonald's parking lot, you got the homeless guy with the sign on it. You know, most people they're trying to look the other way, you know, not make eye contact. But these guys are looking. You know, they're paying attention. They're seeing what's going on. I mean, even yesterday when we did our march, one of the guards, you know, said, "Hey, keep prayers up."
Yeah, that was nice.
Yeah, that was nice. So, you know, we're making a difference. We're making a mark. You know, maybe the walls of Jericho are starting to crumble a little bit. You know, it's not day 7 yet. It's not day 7 yet. Those trumpets are blasting right now, but it's not day 7 yet. So, just keep it up, guys. Keep helping. This is a way to do it. Whatever we got to do. If anybody else has more ideas on what to do, to raise money, you know, let's do it. I don't care. I mean, if it takes every penny in my pocket, I'll give it.
Do we know how much money we made yesterday?
Over $3,500 just yesterday, and we don't know what it is so far.
Gotcha.
We know it's over $3,500.
I mean, that's amazing.
Yeah.
Thank you
It
to everybody
truly
out there.
is.
Thank you.
Yes.
And
Thank you
thanks
for doing it.
thanks to everybody out there on all these live feeds that are sharing these videos and getting the word out, because this is kind of an education thing right now. And you guys, we had an outside patrol officer come and talk to us for a microsecond last night. If you want to talk about that, BJ.
Yeah, the guard that comes up and does our count, you know, I think that's funny. They come and count us.
They did. They counted
You know,
us.
how many beds you got in there? You know, how many prisoners you guys got? Anyway, so he's like, well, you know, I'm looking at this sign over here, this end prison abuse sign. He goes, are you guys talking about us?
No,
I didn't want to say duh, but you know, it's like, well, yeah, we're talking about here. He goes, well, that's not this kind of place. You know, this place is peaceful. He goes, you know, we don't do that. We're a privately owned facility. We don't do that. I'm like, well, man, go talk to Ammon. You know, go talk to Ammon and find out what he endured. Oh, I worked in that cell block with Cliven and all that stuff. I know those guys. Well, then, if you know him, go talk to him. Go listen to his story. If you don't believe us, go listen to his story. Go let him tell you face to face what happened. You know, he didn't want to hear it. You Rocky got in there. He said at one point, he said, I don't know how many prisons you've been at, and Rocky was able to answer that question for him.
He didn't want to talk. He didn't want to talk to me. I mean, when I started talking, he did. He said, "Well, how many prisons have you worked at?"
Right.
And I stepped up and I said 5 for 20 years as an officer and a sergeant. And he didn't want to hear it. He did not want to hear it.
He couldn't. He was, when you don't want to talk to somebody, you give them the 1 step. Oh yeah, that's exactly what he was trying to do. But
Yep.
he was in a car.
Right.
So but here's the thing: is he's not supposed to talk to us probably, but he did. He came over and he did. Even if he doesn't believe what we're doing, he was at least interested enough or curious enough or whatever to come over and find out what we're talking about. So again, that's another rock crumbling off of the wall of Jericho. So
I think it is. I really do.
just please keep supporting. Please keep spreading the message. We're still trying to get a meeting with the sheriff. We're still trying to get a meeting with the warden, the district attorney. We got that redress of grievance that's out there. It's just under 1,000 signatures. It's really close. Please share it if you haven't signed it. Get on there and sign it so that we can go. I want to hand deliver that to her. I want to hand deliver her a stack of American signatures, 1,000 American signatures. I said, look, there's 1,000 people that are concerned about this. What are you going to do about it?
Kim Fritz says, BJ, we could do this in our own town.
We could do it. This isn't isolated to Pahrump, Nevada. The abuse isn't isolated to our friends and family.
But you could take a cell like this and you could, in your own town,
Sure.
and build a cell exactly like this, the Soper cell.
Of course. But the other aspect is that it just our friends and families aren't the only ones being abused in facilities like this.
No, they're not.
There's probably countless stories, and I was really hoping that we could get some visitors here that could tell us the stories of their loved ones.
I didn't read the article yet, but someone sent me one for a Nevada jail where a guy was beaten to death.
Is that right?
I read that article last night.
So when did that happen?
August of last year.
August
But
of last
it was
year.
Just released now.
I think Sarah's been dealing with all kinds of abuse.
I got a message that there was over 300 civil cases filed against Nevada detention facilities, just in Nevada alone, and this facility alone had over 50. So I don't know what peaceful means to our guard here in the car, but it sounds like maybe the courts and the people don't necessarily agree. So just keep it up. Let's just keep it up. Everything that we can do. It's not about us and what we're enduring here. It's about having a little glimpse of what they're having to deal with, and then something that we can share with you guys. I don't know how he did it. I don't know how he did it. I mean, I can hear what it did to him just in his voice. That wasn't my friend. That's not my strong friend. That's not my strong friend that stood in Burns and told the people, you're the people. This is the place, and the time is now. He was hurting. That man was hurting, and that makes me hurt. That makes me hurt, and that makes me really, really upset and angry. We've got to do everything we can to get these guys, get the awareness on what's going on, and make sure that we can help them at all levels.
It's been definitely a humbling experience, hasn't it, being out here and just walking around this big place and doing this.
There's nothing free or inexpensive about justice, and that's an absolute travesty in this country. It costs a lot of money to win your freedom.
Yes.
So let's make sure we raise a lot of money.
BJ's going to get locked up again today, did you say? Is that correct?
If that's what it takes. I will.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
people are asking if he's going to get locked up today so that they can tune in and everything. So
There's nobody going in there. There's no more volunteers. I'll go back in.
Yep.
Oh, I'm before you.
Okay.
And
That's two.
Dave
We got two.
Sleeman was going to be locked in today.
Go, amen.
Well, thanks a lot,
so
BJ.
we do
Thanks a
have more
lot.
volunteers, and people are trying
Well,
to
we
get
still got
some
Amy
volunteers.
in there. She's been in there for an hour and 20 minutes now.
Now, I know my friends love to see me in pain, but this is getting ridiculous. Let's get that $1,000 up. I need to get out of here. Help!
www.bundydefense.com.
Yeah, I might want to also add it on.
Lindsay says hi, Amy.
Hi, Lindsay.
And there's Catherine
Tag
Brady's
Matt
working on getting us.
Bevelin says also,
He's working.
says go.
Yes.
Bevelin says go.
Bevelin, well then add some. I need to get out of here.
Yeah, we need our camp cook. She's our camp cook, and we're going to starve to death and die if she doesn't get out.
Or my shoulders are going to hurt so bad that I won't be able to cook.
Or dance.
My legs are still okay right now.
Right now.
I'll dance if you'll pay me.
I'm going to sign off at this time because I need coffee, guys. I'm so sorry.
I need coffee too. Come on, guys.
Now, see,
John
I'm
Lamb
leaving
said
her
that
after,
she's
like,
at
what,
an
a
hour and
couple
20 minutes,
I'm
probably
just
a couple
leaving
more
her.
after that. So if you want to see her out and cook the guys breakfast, you know, we've got to raise $1,000 to get her out. That's her goal.
David just paid $10 for Amy.
Thank you,
Thank
David.
you, David.
All right.
At least I'm worth $10.
Baby, you're worth $1 million. You're worth $1 million.
you've already-
That's what all my friends tell me, but when it comes to pulling at their pockets, they're not doing it. Hint, hint.
Well, right now you're over a couple $100.
Well, that's a good
So
thing.
yes.
Thank you, everybody. We only got 800 more to go.
We're going to
Dale Neal says $20.
Thank you, Dale.
Squished the head.
Skipper. Skipper's squishing her head. He's going like this and he's squishing her head.
Skipper wants to see me stay in here because he's not hungry enough yet for those.
Oh, he's
cheese.
hungry.
Gary and
For
Shauna are
those
not out here yet,
cheeseburgers.
Dwayne Emmer, but they're supposed to be out here sometime a little bit later. How are you doing this morning, brother? I heard you're going to court today in Portland. We've got another person here that says $10 per hour for Amy.
Nice.
Get off the per hours. We've got 10 anyway.
Gilbert.
Thank you, Gilbert.
Kim Fritz says she wants David in cuffs.
Lindsay says she's got bail money for you.
Thank you,
So-
Lindsay. All those people at Mystic Treasures.
His truck's not here. He must have made a run for it.
Deborah J.
Okay.
from over by Burns
Kim,
is
I will
saying
let her
hi.
know.
Hi, Deborah.
Kim, I'm definitely going to let
This guy,
David
he
know
knows
that we
everything.
want him in cuffs. So we are out at the side of the Nevada side.
Look at that, guys are moving around the barbecue grill right now.
Hi, Chris. I know Gary Hunt's in court today in Portland. Dwayne and others will be there. Well, Chris Border, if you could, please give us an update later what's going on there. Nancy Gardner says $10 to you.
Thank you, Nancy.
So, yeah, if we could get an update later from Portland, that would be awesome. If somebody could either call me or message me and let me know how things are going over there.
Amy, any last words?
I'm dying here.
www.bundydefense.com.
I'm going to go around and show everybody camp again this morning, and we're going to let you suffer just for a little bit longer while I walk around. We'll come back to you just shortly.
Maybe these guys ought to start dying on the ground.
I know. So we'll show you camp out here again this morning, guys. We've got several good guys from all over here come over.
Good morning, America.
Porta potties brought in, so we have porta potties. So us women are really, really happy about the porta potties. Otherwise, we had to drive about 3 miles down the very end of this
There's our
road.
kitchen tent again.
Gas
More tents and campers out here in flags. We got a few signs scattered out. We've had them out there all morning, all the way down to my van. The sun is picking up this morning. It's already a nice day. So this is kind of what camp looks like, and all of our vehicles parked out here along the road in front of the entrance here to the prison. It's again not blocked off today, which we're thankful for. There's no lockdown out here. So this is how you get up the road to the prison. It kind of dead. It's a dead end up here, or it kind of ends in gravel, and so not too many people go up that way. And this is the entrance, and sort of hard to see back there, But I'll zoom in the best I can here. The prison is back there behind those trees, and it's about a half a mile back. There's some of the prison transportation buses over there. And it's a pretty big facility. It takes us an hour just to walk around this place when we're doing the Jericho March. And the wind is blowing here again. It almost blows every day. So again, this is the entrance here. We got some cars coming up behind me that are going to pull in here. I'm standing off to the side of the road right now. Some of the workers that come in here are people visiting. So that's camp out here.
My phone, guys, I'm really sorry. Signing up for now, and we'll be doing this throughout the day.
You had inbound.
So we're back over here with Amy again.
My smile is going away very quickly.
She's been doing really good. She's already been in there over an hour. It's that's pretty good, I think.
Come on, people.
Jenks?
I
know him.
I might have to go potty.
Yeah, he actually he nailed me for no headlight and no tail light. He only gave me a warning. It's actually really cool.
I was saying I should contact this. I'm pretty sure he would love to.
You don't want to leave the next prisoner in a dirty cell.
Amy isn't looking like she's having no fun.
I was.
Tara says. We'll get you out of there just shortly. We'll get you bailed out.
I know who my friends are now.
You haven't even got a phone call out yet, have you?
No one's allowed me to make a phone call.
Somebody's asking how Ammon's doing here. So Ammon's doing pretty good. He does make a phone call out about once a day, it sounds like, talking to somebody on the outside. He is still in solitary confinement. We do not know how long that's going to be. We know he's in a jail cell or solitary confinement cell that is 6 foot by 8 foot long. And he's spent 40 days in that just prior to being be put into the 3x3 cell that Amy's in now. This size of a cell, 3 foot by 3 foot, and he was in that cell for 13 hours. And he had just previously spent 40 days in another 6x8 cell. We have had several people donate Callie to her. We're fixing to get her out of there. She's been in there a little over an hour now, over an hour and a half now. Looking at some more of the messages here real quick. The longest person, Chris, has been in here is BJ Soper, and he was in here for 5 hours. I'm sorry, 5 hours. We had 2 other guys in there, one for 4 hours and one for 2, and that was during the heat of the day there. And then last night we had the extreme temperature the other way. It started getting cold. And Ammon was put in this 3x3 cell for having a shirt hanging off of his bunk.
Mine's for running away from home. See, I might come home if we get $1,000.
People from Idaho are listening here, they said. So
That is a long ways down.
We got about 143 people watching you right now, Amy, from all over the country.
They just want to starve you guys. That's why they're not paying. They think we need to lose some weight. At least they're drinking coffee. I can't even have a cup of coffee right now. No water, no nothing. You're just stuck in this little cell here. And my shoulders are really getting sore.
So far, we haven't seen the commissioner. We was told that the commissioner was going to show up. She might have went to the prison, but we haven't seen her ourselves yet. But there are some people behind the scenes working with that and trying to call. I know Shauna Cox is going to be out here today, and we got a few other people. They've been making phone calls too.
The commissioner actually gave us porta potties.
That's awesome, isn't it?
Yeah, that was the most bestest luxury of all.
A 3x3 cell would drive someone insane. It's not even imaginable that you could put somebody in a cell for up to 72 hours, handcuffed behind her back, chains on your feet. Ammon's legs were left bloody, his wrists were left bloody after the just 13 hours of being in there. I don't know if anybody's had handcuffs on, but handcuffs are metal and they just kind of eat into your hands, and sometimes they even put them on a little too tight. We put these handcuffs on Amy as loose as we possibly could, and having your arms twisted behind your back where you can't even scratch your nose, your ear, or anything, it's quite uncomfortable.
Humiliating. Getting humbled.
Andrea, I just seen a little message pop in. I didn't read the whole thing, but I did see that I will be getting a phone call today. So, thanks, Andrea. There's people on here saying Amy's bell is $1,000. So they're trying to see what they can do to help you out here. Because you've been in there over an hour and a half now. You've only got just a little over an hour and a half, about an hour and 33 minutes. So you might be able to make it to this 2-hour mark.
I'm going to make it until I get $1,000, even if it kills me.
One thing we were told
if
here.
If those guys can do it for 5 hours, I guess I'm going to have to show some. I know there's a couple I need to show up anyway.
Julie just pitched in $20.
All you got to do is go past 2 hours and you beat me. And you haven't even sat down yet.
You're right, I haven't sat down yet.
One lady asked $1,000. What did you do for that you deserve $1,000 bond?
I ran away from home. And my poor puppy is being taken care of by my daughter. You'd think my daughter would just want to bail me out, or my sons, of course. Yeah, my kids don't love me anymore. I got locked up. I always told my kids they got locked up, I wouldn't bail them out.
Well,
Angela Balch, I can't pronounce that name there, but it says $20 for her too.
Thank you.
So you're up to $50 now. I'm sorry, no, it was more than that.
I may end up in here past the 5 hours, guys. I might have to beat BJ. No, I said I'm going 1,000.
1,000 hours.
$1,000.
Oh, $1,000. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you was talking.
But if it takes 6 hours to get it, I will. I think. I won't promise.
Christian says $20 also.
Thank you, Christian. If I could, if they would uncuff me and I could get on my cell phone, I could tell my friends I'm here.
Part of the pain and suffering is the emotional abuse.
Yeah.
It's pain and suffering just to not be on the internet for a few hours, huh?
Oh. Everyone can tag me, and maybe everyone on my Facebook will see me and feel sorry for me finally.
Someone asked me to explain again what we're doing here for some of the newcomers coming on here. We're trying to bring awareness to the prison abuse in prisons across America, and we're camped out. This is day 5 out in front of the Nevada Southern Detention Center out of Pahrump, Nevada, where some recent prison abuse just occurred. One of the abuse here was a man that was chained to a bed, or a bench actually, for 4 days, and without being able to go to the restroom or going anywhere, and he was forced to left in his own urine and feces for those 4 days. Another gentleman, one of the reasons we built this jail cell here, this 3-foot by 3-foot jail cell, is that another gentleman was put in this type of box for 13 hours with leg shackles on, with handcuffed behind his back, and he was thrown in that concrete box for 13 hours without any food, water, and there was no restroom in there, so if he had to go to the restroom, he had to go to the restroom right there in the floor, right where he's at, handcuffed behind his back. And I challenge anyone that to handcuff yourself. You try to put yourself in that kind of situation. Not being able to go to the restroom without being unhandcuffed. It's unimaginable that they would treat people like this in any type of facility across the United States. No matter the crime, they should never ever treat people this way. This kind of stuff has got to be brought to attention and stopped. These places are doing these kind of evil things behind closed doors where the public doesn't even really know what's going on. A lot of these men and women that are in these places have no recourse. They can't even call anybody to tell that they've had this happen to them. Some of them are even scared to talk because they're afraid to go back into that solitary confinement. And we're talking to these cases, just numerous cases of people that are being treated this way. Some of them are afraid to speak up at all because if they do, they will be retaliated against from the guards and the people that are working in these prisons. So Amy's been in here now an hour and 40 minutes. So we had one guy in there yesterday from Oregon that spent 4 hours in here in the sun right in the middle of the day, and his shoulders are still sore today after that just 4 hours ordeal. We had another gentleman in there for 2 hours towards the end of the day, and he's still saying that he feels it in his shoulders and stuff, the pain. Another gentleman went in there for 5 hours last night, and he got out at 2 o'clock in the morning, which the temperature dropped pretty cold here, so we had both extremes yesterday, the heat and it got pretty cold out here. And we are out here just right alongside the highway. As you can see, there was just a vehicle on the left side of the screen pulling around this box. We are literally right along the highway. There's a white line right there. Hopefully you can see it. There's a chair. This box is right along the highway, so when people...
No chair in here.
And no chair for Amy to sit down at all.
If I get down, I can't get back up.
The news media hasn't came out here at all today. We've had very little news media out here covering this.
We also have, for the locals, we also have a donation jar here. So you can come out and donate too, and we'll count it toward my 1,000.
I've kind of added it up in my head. I know Amy has close to $450 is what I've added up so far.
Ooh,
So
there, yeah. Show the Bundy.
Bundy Defense Fund.
.com.
we've had, I know, a little over $100 donated into there, close to it, hasn't it been?
Oh, yeah.
Close to it, yeah. So that's awesome. That was just yesterday.
Oh yeah, that was our locals.
The locals that donated.
Can I count toward my 1,000?
We might have to. Richard says another $20.
Yes, thank you, Richard. I could try to cry. Will that work? I'm starting to whine. And I don't have any cheese to go with my wine.
I'll swing the camera around here just a moment to show you where we're at. Here's the highway. This is the box that we built here. The sun is starting to come over the top of it. Right now we're still in the shade, which is kind of nice.
You don't want to see a 60-year-old woman dehydrating here.
We're out in the middle of the desert here. We've got morning.
Good morning.
So there's the entrance to the prison.
You back in there again? This is the serious.
So this is kind of around in a circle here, the highway. That's the entrance. And this,
I think he said we're up to about 500.
Well, I've got my $5 for.
Hey, $5 right here.
well, thanks a lot.
This was for pardoning Robert last night.
Okay.
I can try to get on my knees.
Well, you got 20 minutes to go for 2 hours.
But someone's going to pay for that 2 hours. We got at least 2 doing an hour.
There's a lady from Norway that says she will give $50 this coming Tuesday, but she doesn't get paid.
Thank you.
I see her a lot on my Facebook.
We'll take it anyway right now.
Yes.
Yes.
So we'll put that towards her. There's a. We can get that address that people can mail this to also. I don't have that address right now.
Maybe everyone can challenge their friends on and share this so that more friends can come on. The more we share, the more awareness we get. How this is really true torture. And our prisoners are going through this every single day. And they have no choice. I can get out, they can't. They have to endure atrocities.
Dale Nils says we'll give $30 more towards your fund.
Thank you.
Hang in there, Amy. We love you, and we're hungry.
Oh, well,
Yeah,
you better talk to these people.
We ain't got
on
no
the field.
food, and we're hungry, and our cook is
I'm hungry and thirsty, and my arms are killing me.
Well, what we have this morning is I've got a bunch of oatmeal in my car. We can make oatmeal, and we've got those potatoes.
Ooh, is it maple syrup? Do we have maple syrup back there?
I doubt it.
Of course, if nobody pays anymore, we're never going to eat. I'm just a gigolo.
That's right, the food lady's in jail here. We're all having to suffer out here.
Yeah, if nothing else, let's get me out so we can feed our campers out here.
Got some hungry patriots.
Yeah, there's some ribs just waiting to be cooked, and there's some
Hey,
oatmeal
Lindsay, if
and-
you could follow through with that and maybe privately message them and confirm that, then we'll follow through. You can also private message my cell phone number to them, Lindsay, if you don't mind, and I'll talk to them personally.
How are you feeling?
We've got Leanna says $20. Amy, thank you.
Man.
I'm sorry if I get some of these names I'll pronounce a little wrong. And if I'm missing somebody's messages here, there's a lot coming in.
I need some love.
Maybe Rebecca, you could, or somebody, I know Lindsay might be working on that, but if somebody could work on that message, give us in a, yeah, Lindsay, if the comments above a minute ago of who said that big donation, see if we can maybe private message them and talk to them personally. I'm not able to check private messages right now because I'm live streaming and I don't have my other device that I can actually go to. But they posted it a few times. Yes, we're going to try to get somebody on the other side here to private message them. They could also, I can take a phone call if they want to call me. I can go back to that name here and try to find that name there, Lindsay. Somebody, they said they was from Spokane.
Hey, Spokane. My son lives there. Someone better tell him I'm locked up.
I'm looking back here real quick for that name. Doesn't look like it'll go back again. I can't go back that far to look at that name. It was the Dutch family or something like that, if I remember right. If maybe they can... So it's LYLESD dash. So if we can look that name up and they can talk to us personally.
Sounds like it. Come on, mosquitoes!
Are they bothering you, the mosquitoes?
No, that's what our nicknames are for all of us people in Mesquite, Nevada. Let's fork out a couple bucks here.
Yeah. Before we actually tell her that long of a time, we want to talk to them personally to make sure that we can talk to them personally.
Should be almost up to 2 hours.
No, I meant cash-wise. Can I donate 10 more to get her out so she can cook?
We definitely can. We've got somebody on here that they're trying to make contact with that wants to give maybe a large donation. So we're working on it right now. So we might have some news here in a minute.
Out pretty soon.
Woohoo! Well, I'm putting this
There's
into.
another local putting in $10.
This is my kid. This is my Kiss the Cook.
Kiss the Cook Fund.
Hi, how are you? Pretty good about you.
Yeah, we can send a private message to that name and talk to them. Maybe I could talk to them personally. Or someone else could talk to them personally.
This is our second day of the Torture Chamber Challenge, and we've got Miss Amy in here from Mesquite, Nevada. She's 60 years old, and John Lamb is the one that put the handcuffs on her. I want to pick on you, John. I like picking on you, partner.
It was my first set of handcuffs I put on here.
And
so.
he did a pretty good job. So he became a patriot just to learn how to put on handcuffs. John, do you mind if I ask you how it felt to put the handcuffs on?
It was very awkward for sure because I tried twice or three times, didn't we, to actually get them. I was saying, I said, I'm trying to follow Rocky's instructions here. Video, and I'm trying to make sure I don't flip them over and put them on right, and I was going through all of it in my head while I was trying to put them on, and I had to actually take them back off once. Then I actually tried around the front of her first and then put her hands behind her back because I was having a little bit of trouble.
Well, practice, you know, it's not like you do that for a living, so.
Yes,
you know,
that's right.
I mean, but like emotionally, how did it feel doing that?
It feels strange. Putting handcuffs on someone, it doesn't feel right at all. Especially someone as nice as she is.
Right, exactly.
So.
Someone want
You don't know her as well as I do.
Someone want to polish my halo with a little money?
Her name is Amy.
That hole up your
She's
halo.
here from Nevada. Amy from Mesquite. People are asking your name.
This is Amy, and she's from Mesquite, Nevada, and she's doing the Torture Chamber Challenge, and what we're doing is raising money for the Bundy Defense Fund. And she's been in there over an hour. She's our camp cook.
Two, I think.
It's pushing 2 hours that she's been in handcuffs. And how do your shoulders feel?
They're hurting.
Yeah.
My arm is hurting. I actually have a metal in my arm, so
Okay.
I forgot about it.
Yeah, it's coming back to you vividly.
Back,
I want to give a little shout out to Amy. If you are in Mesquite, go to her store, Mystic Treasures, on 404 Riverside Road, Mesquite, Nevada.
It will be open today. I just don't know when until I get onto my cell phone and someone lets me out of here so I can run my business.
See,
so I
we
can
need to raise that
donate
money to
some
get her
money.
out so she can run her business.
I'm going to take
And
a
raise
phone
more
call real
money.
quick.
And Amy
Hey, Skipper, you
is
want to watch this
actually
real quick
our,
while I do a
camp
phone call?
cook, and so we're not eating right now because she's in prison. So what we're doing is trying to raise her bail money, and all the money raised is going to Bundy Defense Fund. So BJ Soper came up with this idea yesterday. So I'm calling it the Soper.
Now, what do you think of this,
And
Skipper?
he came up with this. He's like,
That you're in handcuffs?
Yeah. You got some brilliant ideas.
Oh.
and it's just
See here, when I get there, Leonardo da Vinci, my Chesapeake Bay Lab says, bacon and cheese sandwich, please. Maddie Smitty Smith said that.
You're not getting a cheeseburger till I'm out of here.
No, not me. Someone has said that on the...
Nobody's getting a cheeseburger till I'm out of here.
Hey, I can eat cold burgers. I'm a single guy. I eat cold food all the time.
Well, so do I, but that's beside the point. They're almost out of burgers. Who's going to cook the
Unless you
new
want to
ones?
say that. But we'll tell her and see what she says here then. I didn't want to break it to her.
Rebecca Lamb, this is Skipper, by the way. Yeah, I completely agree with that. You know, I call those other ones public pretenders.
Okay, we've got someone on the phone here, and we're going to see what Amy says about it. But this is a donor that wants to donate $1,000 to you if you can stay in there one more hour.
I'll stay in one more hour.
You want to go ahead and talk to everybody real quick there?
Yeah, I sure would. Hi, John. Hi, Patriots. Amy, how are you doing in there? This is Lyle from Spokane.
Hi, Lyle.
wife
Say
and
hi
I-
to my son.
How you doing? You taking it okay?
It's hurting. It's hurting. It's hurting. But I can do it. Just, I'll do it. I'll do anything to help these
You
patriots.
think you can make 3 hours?
I will start dancing the gigolo if I have to.
Well, we got a Chris $1,000 bill we'd like to donate to the cause if you can do that.
Nice.
I will do it.
So,
I might die doing it, but I will do it.
We'll make sure she's okay. We're watching her really closely. So.
well, that sounds great. I appreciate all that you guys are doing, Patriots down there. It's just heart moving up here. I just got to tell you. I mean, we're about probably 1,100 miles away from you guys up here in Spokane, Washington, but been following the situation for quite a while, ever since the Bundy Ranch incident, all the way to the Hammonds, and just love the way that you guys are conducting yourself down there. You have a lot of supporters that probably aren't don't carry much of a voice in this movement, but there are a lot of supporters for you guys up this way. I just want to let you know that, Jay.
Well, thanks a lot.
Yeah, and I want to let you guys know, we're thinking of many different ways through phone calls and other ways to help you guys out in any way we can. We're kind of tied back to what we got to do business-wise here, but we'd love to try to make it down and see you guys here if we can. But just want to tell Amy, if you make it to that third hour, we'd sure love to donate to Ammon's cause there. Appreciate you guys sticking in that cell. That was a great idea. I love it.
Well, thanks a lot. Thanks a lot, brother.
You better ask the guys if they can stick it out an hour without no food.
So we will.
And a soda, I'm good.
Well, she says She said we had to ask the guys if they could stick it out one more hour of no food because Amy's our cook, but we can all do it. So we're all going to take one here, and we're gonna make sure Amy's okay. And she says she's going to go for this last hour. So.
All right, I look forward to seeing it, and then it sounds like everybody's making a sacrifice then.
Okay, thanks a lot, brother. Thanks a lot for everything and helping.
Thank you so much.
You bet.
Thank you for the blessing.
God bless.
God bless. Okay, bye.
Later.
Thank you for the torture.
What just happened?
So there was a donor from Spokane, Washington, Lyle, and his wife. They're going to donate $1,000 if she can make it one more hour. So she's going to go for it.
Amy, that's freaking awesome.
So that's pretty big.
Oh my gosh.
I have no choice now.
This would be like over $1,600 all total for 3 hours.
I want to beat out those other two guys.
That's right.
Oh my gosh, Amy, that is so cool.
So I think Jared was only 14, wasn't he?
Yes. So
you beat Jared.
Oh.
So Amy's doing awesome here. We're going to keep an eye on her and make sure.
I'm going to give a shout out to you because these are the people that are watching you.
Yes. Well,
and
thanks.
So these are your followers too, brother. So you're educating.
My followers don't even know anything.
You've got followers now, girlfriend.
Well, I tagged you in all my videos so far.
Oh, okay. So when you tag me, it should show up on my Facebook.
Robin says you rock, Amy.
Thank
so,
you.
Robin.
I know a lot of Robins.
Robin Cannon.
Oh, well, you rock too. Come on down.
Tracy says you rock also.
Well, thank you, ma'am.
And I want to let people know that at 60 years old, Amy is out here doing whatever it is that she can do to make you guys aware and to make everybody aware of what's going on. And look at the money that Amy raised by herself. I mean, well, obviously the donors are,
but
she could be at her business working right now.
Yeah, I could be working right now.
And I really want to put that out there that at 60
I've given
years
up
old,
my store for over a week now, and I don't want to go home. So this is over, but I know sooner or later I got to go raise money too.
And I want to say that you and I are probably going to get a shower today.
Oh yes! My daughter thinks I'm smelling. How am I smelling out here, guys?
Well,
Can you smell me yet?
Tell her that's just none of her business. But a local gentleman offered us opened his home to us to come and take a shower.
I'm ready.
And me and Miss Amy we're like, oh yeah, we're all over that. So it's been a couple days since we've had a shower.
Robin says she's from St. George and she's planning on being here Friday.
Yes, so I guess I'll have to stick around.
We got prayers from Texas. We got people all over here. So
see, this is what happens for you teenagers when you run away from home.
Yes.
Right?
You get locked up in the middle of Pahrump.
Desert.
All desert.
Pahrump desert. Awesome. I'm going to turn this off for now and try to do my best to my Facebook isn't allowing anybody to view my videos, and it's not allowing my videos to be shared, so I'm sending everybody to you, you know, all 4 people.
We just jumped up to 235 now.
How many hours have you been here? How much longer?
Right at 2 hours. You've got 2 minutes to 2 hours, so
I still haven't even started serving the 3rd hour.
Is there something we can do to make you more comfortable?
You're not supposed to be saying.
I've actually said that on numerous occasions.
I just tease you.
Yeah, I actually have.
Let's see, what can you do in a
Hi, Laura.
In a 3x3 cell, what can you do to make me more comfortable? Can you put a chair in here? If I sit down, I may not be able to get back up, and that's going to be a comedy show in itself.
Laura from Kentucky.
We had that yesterday when I got locked in here.
Right.
One of my friends told me if I sang this stupid song that she would donate $10. Well, I got in here and I sang that song and it said something about up, so I went up, and then it said down, so I went down, and I went down.
Nobody knows.
Her name's Amy. Amy, Bella. It's Amy.
I couldn't get back up once I went down.
Maybe check her hands. Somebody said to check her hands and just see what they look like.
Absolutely.
Just to make sure. We got them really loose. We've got the handcuffs really loose on her.
My shoulders.
Yeah, she's fine.
Okay.
Yeah, she's fine. And John did, he was very, very kind and put them on relatively loose. Now what happens, I'm going to tell your viewers again, is that her shoulder muscles are not built to go in this direction. So when you have the hands behind the back, they pull. They're pulling against each other because the muscles up here are pulling. And so that's where it puts all the pressure on the wrists. So that's why her shoulders are hurting and her wrists are hurting. And at 60 years old...
And I have fibromyalgia, so...
And she's got a metal pin in her shoulder as well.
In my elbow.
In your elbow.
My elbow has actually been rebuilt with a hip bone.
So I want to put this out there that if Amy can do this, anybody can, you know, and you can do whatever you can do to do what's right. I need more coffee.
Coffee!
I'm just not speaking very well. I'm not speaking very well.
Eggs! Someone just brought eggs, so if you guys want to cook to fry those eggs up, turn around, we got eggs. And they can't be cooked until I get out of here. Ooh, some real chicken eggs with color in them. I beat ya. I'm sorry.
He'll even beat me. I'm the wimp of the crowd.
No, it wasn't about being a wimp. Okay, puppy, she's gonna guard me, huh? My new guard.
Cody, don't knock that down. Right? Quit that.
Shoulders are really starting.
Have you tried leaning against the wall?
I have been. That's what's saving me right now.
Yeah, right, okay.
I'm afraid to sit because I'm afraid I won't get up.
Well...
My legs are pretty strong because I do a lot of dancing.
Yeah.
So...
Well, you can get up from a one-knee kneel, right?
I wouldn't put money on that one.
Okay.
If I get on my knees, I might fall backward.
Okay.
I don't know, I can trot down.
Well, no,
there's no
you're
way.
holding.
There's no way.
We all have our own technique.
Here. We've got Jared Green. He's a good brother, and we're putting him on live here so he can say a word to everyone here. Go ahead, Jared.
Hey, good morning, America. Everybody needs to take a look at that jail cell because we all live in one, whether it's big or small. Unfortunately, there are teenage people that live in very small cells. Prison is a big business, as you know. But John I think we need to take that jail cell over to the supermarket and let people see it. The private prison for profit is kind of off the road there in Pahrump. So let's go to Street Nevada and let people know what we're doing. Invite them to come out and hang out with their fellow Americans as they support so many innocent men in jail. And even those people that are in jail for committing crimes. So much of our justice system is set up to make you fail. And we need to put a stop to that.
Well, that'd be awesome, Jared. That'd be awesome. We'll do that then. That's a great ideal, and I think that it'd educate a lot more people in this town if they could see that happening. So thanks a lot, Jared. That was Jared Green. He's from was it Utah? Oops. That's Jared Green. I think he's from Utah. I don't know if you could hear him or not. Our connection was a little bit weak, and he's a good brother, and he calls us quite a bit and gives us encouragement, and he's even came over and visited us during one of the trials that we had there in Nevada, Las Vegas. We still got Amy in here. She's resting right now. We're going to let her rest for just a little while, and we're going to keep an eye on her. And we'll go down here and just walk around again and show you again camp and what's going on here while she's taking a break. You can just imagine how you'd have to take a break like that trying to sleep standing up. Again, this is camp here. We got a few more people showing up. Here's some of the vehicles out here. Here's kind of the back side of this jail cell we've got built. And it's right out here along the road. Them buckets are full of rocks. That's to keep the wind from blowing this box over. And we've got the PVC pipe for the bars here. And let's just kind of walk you around here again. One of our tents and campers. People coming in with the vehicles and hanging flags off of them. Another camper up there, motorhome, and flag. This is kind of another view of some of the tents and flags and campers out there in the field. Anybody, I seen some mistreatment here. Anyone's able to walk out of this at any time they want to. We do check on them quite often to make sure they're okay. And so at any time, anyone can just walk out. It's just PVC pipe, and it's just bends away really easy. So this is camp here, and the green tent's our kitchen. And here's the entrance right here. We're parked right out in front of it. And kind of walk you over here. Here's the kitchen tent. Some of the tents we're sleeping in campers. Here's the porta potties that they delivered out here from one of the local businesses for us. And today is day 5 we've been out here along the road. You see, here's my vehicle with all the signs on it. Change my mind. I don't want to block your car because it's got the message out. That sign and box, I can drive 80 miles an hour down the road without any problem at all. So, got some more signs I'm going to add to it here later. This is our first sign way down here. We'll get around here and come back the other way. So our first sign up here is in solitary. This is just kind of a gravel parking lot along here where we're parked at. 13 hours in handcuffs in the hole. And a 3x3 cell. There's Neil Wampler over here. I think he's working on maybe breakfast. I'm not sure. Since Amy's locked away. And again, that's the entrance and the prison back there behind those trees. We're going to do our Jericho march out here about 2:30 again. That's when all the guys get to go out into the yard area. Doing okay there, Amy?
I'm going to.
Yes.
Determination. You know what? Sometimes you have to go beyond survival. I probably will want to meet this guy afterwards and beat him up.
Maybe get that foot back in there.
Hey, you know, the cage is actually, you could put your foot.
Well, Ammon, I listened real closely last night to his narration on his call with, and it said on the backside there was a door. That was, you know, we just have this for show, but his had a door on it, so there was probably a little ledge there to stick his foot
Okay,
out.
no feet out.
But, you know, mostly I'm just joking with
I
you.
know that.
You know, I'm not going to tase you.
Getting any more? Come on, you guys.
I haven't read the comments yet for a while, but I'm sure there is.
You know?
You're already into your third hour pretty good now, so.
Good. How good?
We're 10 minutes into it. So
I probably should have never asked.
a big chunk.
That's 50 more minutes.
Yeah.
Come on. Maybe someone will donate $1,000. You're still in there?
Well, guess what? She's working on her third hour. Someone donated $1,000 from Spokane if she stays 50 more minutes. So she says she's going to do it.
Harder rocker than I thought you was. I'm impressed.
You'd be amazed at what I actually can do. what I've been through in my life, this will be a piece of cake.
And it's for a good cause,
At least there's
too.
no whips and change yet.
The last two people that's been in there has really upped the bar there, you know?
Yes.
Golly, and I said I was going to go in there. Holy crap. Now I'm getting anxiety and stuff.
Anyway, he started talking.
It says you're earning $100 every 6 minutes is what you've been earning.
Really?
Yes. Just someone here done the math and said that, so.
Well, I wish I could get that in my store. Let's think how much more I could donate.
Yes.
David, I'm going to say it.
Amy is a warrior, that's for sure.
No treats for the dog today.
Okay.
He's had a miserable night.
I talked to the donor from Spokane just a little bit ago on the phone and put them live on here. And they seem like some really good people, some awesome people. That's a lot of money. And that's awesome that they would go that big and help out the defendants here in this jail and help out with the defense fund. That's awesome.
I guess we better up the ante to 3,000 now.
Wind just distorts the sound horribly.
Have I beat all the other guys that have been in here yet?
You have financially, yes.
Good. Come on, guys, keep it rolling. I want to be the best. I always want to be the best. I challenge someone to put some handcuffs behind their back while I'm in here and see how it feels.
Well, I had them on, but not for you. Well,
I got going into 3 hours. I'm asking you guys to go into 50 minutes.
I texted him Friday and they finally texted me.
The whole time we was up there at the courthouse, they never showed up.
Yeah.
Well, and I've been watching it from the hotel room in the morning, and not one thing. And I know somebody posted that they were going to contact a friend that lives in Vegas, contact the local news to tell them about this.
We had a few people request that Joshua Martinez play his guitar again. And maybe it'll help.
Joshua!
So we're going to have him.
Play the guitar.
So Joshua's going to play the guitar to help the time go by here for Amy.
Thank you. I love my music.
Plus, we can educate some more people here with some of the music that Joshua plays.
What's that? I'd like to hear that one.
Revolution.
What's the one that the girls wrote from the lake?
Oh, yeah, he might know that song too.
I love that song.
There's nothing worse than trying to cook the ribs and cook that stuff.
The Gilberts say you can do this, Amy. We believe in you.
Thank you. I'm still here.
Okay, well,
I'm single too. Might as well throw that out there.
Oh, you are?
You're next. Okay, we've already got our next volunteer here when Amy comes out.
Okay,
David Fleeman. Okay. We've got a couple of volunteers here now.
What's that? We will.
That happens, you're free to move. Okay.
If I do it beforehand. More voices up there.
And the gentleman on here, David, says that he's going to put another extra $5 towards you because Josh is going to play a song.
Thank you. Come on, get that guitar out here.
He's on it.
I'm lonely.
And this is
Kimberly Shea says she wants to be here so bad. She said, "You're the girl."
We know you're here in spirit. Even $1 will help. We will.
I don't think I could almost do it either, Bailey. It seems pretty tough.
So I got a text message from Cindy Lundenberg from Channel 5 Fox News.
Yes.
She's going to pitch this story to her producer.
Okay.
And so she's going to let me know.
Channel 5?
Yeah, out of Vegas.
Out of Vegas. So Channel 5, one of the reporters are going to pitch it to her people and see what they can do to get Channel 5 out here. That'd be awesome.
Come on. Everybody else, call your news stations. Let everybody know what the abuse is going on in these prisons.
So the music's coming here in just a minute. If anybody hasn't heard Josh sing, you don't want to miss this.
As long as you see the blue lights, it's, well, no, you can tell on your phone if it's charged. Never mind.
Dale Neal says $5 more from him too.
Thank you.
Breakfast because the cook's in jail.
Oh, well, you better show those peanuts that everyone's having to eat right now. Look at this.
Breakfast.
That's breakfast because the cook's in jail. There's some cold hamburgers in the cooler, too.
I'm showing everybody our breakfast. The cook's in jail. Anybody need peanuts?
No, that'll ruin everything.
Did you get it charging? It keeps.
Otherwise, I know that sounded like simply.
Here, try this.
out of lemonade right now or something like that.
Yeah. So we had to get rid of the chickens. And so we're waiting for the cross country now. So we can get more chickens.
More chickens, they'll die out.
I know, but that was kind of horrible to see the chickens going after the birds.
Laura says she has something to tell me. If you want, Laura, send it to me in a private message, or if you need to.
Where'd the guitar go?
It's on the way. The guitar is on the way right now. So if anybody wants to listen to Joshua sing, please share this right now out to everyone and all your friends, because you don't want to miss out on Joshua singing in just a couple of minutes.
Maybe I'll sing with him if he sings.
We have somewhere right around 35 minutes left. So she's done
and I haven't
right at
sat
2.5
down
hours.
once.
She hasn't sat down once.
Look at that. She's tough.
No, I'm just afraid I won't get back up.
That's why we need to get that stuff. I'm going to be in there for a long time.
Just think, Ammon was in there all alone, no one to talk to, no one to sing to, no one that'll sing to him. He was there all alone with just himself. Naked, cold.
We'll see if we can get that request in.
Anyway, the battery's in here all charged up there, everybody. It's ready to rock. I took it home and charged it last night.
We was wondering why it didn't work.
Tell me about it.
Say what?
Okay, we're going to get Josh here singing.
What are we singing? Want to hear that song that the girls wrote, the little voice song that the girls
I
wrote?
didn't learn that one. I want to sing by Old Crow Medicine Show, Take 'Em Away. Take 'em away, Lord, take away these chains from me. My heart is broken 'cause my spirit's not free. Lord, take away these chains from me. Some birds' feathers are too bright to be caged. I know I'm not that colorful, but a bird just the same. Open up your gate now, let me put down my load, so I can feel at ease and go back to my home. Take 'em away, Lord, take away these chains from me. My heart is broken 'cause my spirit's not free. Lord, take away these chains from me. Sun beating down my legs, can't seem to stand. There's a boss man in a turn row with a rifle in his hand. I've got 9 children with nothing in the pan. My wife, she died hungry while I was plowing land. Take 'em away, Lord, take away these chains from me. My heart is broken 'cause my spirit's not free. Lord, take away these chains from me. Land that I love is where two lands collide. The Brazos, the Navajo, and the big blue skies. Floodplain, freight trains, and watermelon vines. If any place on God's green earth, this is where I choose to die. Take 'em away, Lord. Take away these chains from me. My heart is broken 'cause my spirit's not free. Lord, take away these chains from me. Can't see when I go to work, can't see when I get off. How do you expect a man not to get lost? Every year I just keep getting deeper in debt. If there's a happy day, Lord, I haven't seen one yet. Take 'em away, Lord. Take away these chains from me. My heart is broken 'cause my spirit's not free. Lord, take away these chains from me. Yes.
Thanks, Josh. Woo!
That's it? Just one?
Yeah.
Oh, it's like a tease, man.
I don't know, man. I just woke up. My voice is low.
We don't care. Go ahead.
But God's not dead. He sure is alive. Living on the inside, roaring like the lion.
Like Stand By Me?
Oh, yeah.
When the night has come and the land is dark and the moon is the only light we'll see. No, I won't be afraid. No, I won't be afraid. Just as long as you stand by me. Oh, darling, darling, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Stand by me. If the sky that we look upon shall crumble and fall, or the mountains should tumble to the sea, I won't cry, I won't cry, no, I won't shed a tear, just as long as you stand by me. Oh, darling, darling, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Stand by me. When the night has come, that is Joshua Chop Chop Martinez.
House of the Rising Sun?
Oh, you heard it. That's a good one.
Got a smile on Amy's face. This is good stuff.
See, I can't get it.
You almost got it.
There is a house in your lands they call the Rising Sun, and it's been a ruin of many poor boys. In God, I know I'm one. My mother was a tailor, sold my new blue jeans. My father was a gambling man down in New Orleans. Mother, tell your children not to do what I Thank you.
What about revolution?
Oh, okay. Yeah, I knew that was going to come up. All right. Revolution. All right, revolution.
That's just a good song.
What's down here?
How are we doing on time here?
Less than 30 minutes.
Revelation reveals the truth. Revolution. Oh yeah. It takes a revolution to make a solution. Too much frustration. Too much confusion. Hey, I don't want to live in the parks. Can't trust no shadows at the dark. So my friends, I wish that you could see, like a bird in the tree, the prisoners, they must be free. Yeah. Never let a politician grant you a favor. They will always want to control you forever. Hey. Killed, crump, and paralyzed all week. From conception, wipe them out of creation. Creation. Oh, Jaja, 'cause we've got lightning, thunder, and the brimstone, and fire. 'Cause we've got lightning, thunder, and the brimstone, and fire. Oh, the righteousness cover the earth like the water covers the sea. 'Cause we've got lightning, thunder, and the brimstone, and fire. 'Cause we've got lightning, thunder, and the brimstone, and fire. Oh, oh.
Yes.
Doing okay there, Amy?
When does that end?
I'm alive.
Yeah. You're doing good.
I'm hurting bad.
You tuned it again.
But not bad enough to give up this $1,000.
No. You're doing awesome.
Money talks, you guys. Come on, let's throw some money in there. We got a challenge here.
How much time has she got left?
Yeah, how much time do I have left? Nobody else better put another hour on here either.
It's about 25 minutes of hard time yet.
25 minutes to go. We had a gentleman call in saying that if Amy stayed in 1 more hour, he was going to donate $1,000.
I got 25 minutes left, so everybody else, if he can do something, you guys can do it.
This is awesome. She brought in more money so far than any one single person as of yesterday. So this is great.
Have I doubled it for 2 single people?
I'm not positive, but I know you've definitely went over the limit for one of them.
I want to break it. I want to break all the all the donations that we've had so far. I want to break them all.
I'll say yes.
What was it? 3,700 something?
3,700, I think.
Okay, you
was
guys.
It, was the total before.
What are we at now?
For you?
We're over 1,600 on you.
We need another 1,600, guys.
So with that 3,700.
That's brand important.
Let's do another 1,600, guys. Come on. Let's show these guys up. I'm here to show these guys up. I'm the first woman in lockup.
Yes, you are.
And I already fell once.
So far as of yesterday, I'm pretty sure it's somewhere over the $5,000 mark with the $3,700 yesterday. Thank you, Joe Ray Perkins. She says she's donating monthly already, so she's helping. Yes.
Thank you.
There's so many people out there that's been helping for so long. It's awesome.
That's for sure. Every dollar counts, even if it's a break your piggy bank or quit. Don't smoke a pack of cigarettes today. Give up a Starbucks for the day.
Mary says that she's donating another $100 right now.
Oh,
so
thank you. You're so dumb. Let's show these guys what we got, girls.
We're on bended knees. Hey, God, please, won't you hear? We want them men right out of there.
Oh, boy, there's trouble.
God, free those men. Oh, please let them go to their family and friends.
What's going on? Oh yeah, I thought you guys were supposed to be out here.
Good job.
So I don't have to work tonight.
Good enough.
Singing grace, how sweet.
What are you doing in there?
She's exceeded.
There's a troublemaker I've been looking forward to meeting. Hi, I'm Diana Snyder-Dahl.
My spirit's still here, guys. My God's not dead. He sure is alive.
Probably left for Amy. You go to, actually, I'll post a link right now.
My God's not dead.
How you feeling? Okay?
Living on the inside, roaring like a lion.
Wow, he ran up.
Yeah, he's like, what'd you do? What? Good boy.
There's the link.
Did he
www.darknetdefense.com.
make some money last night too?
And
I think I saw a couple
I
of
posted a address that you can mail donations to. I will repost that here in a little bit. And let's get Amy out because I know she's ready to cook for people.
I don't
Probably
know
not
if
going
I
to feel
can.
like cooking.
You know what? I don't know if I can cook now. My shoulders are frozen. I might not even. I can dance. I've still got my legs, but my movements for dancing are going to be limited.
Cody, keeping her company.
He wouldn't intentionally bump that leg on there, but do it by accident.
There's a lady that said in Spanish that she's sending $100.
Thank you. Gracias. I don't say it right. That's okay, but I.
Oh, she's actually asking maybe for a song in Spanish, is what she's asking. So we'll have to see if we can get Josh over here in a minute.
Josh, we need a song in Spanish.
$100.
$100 for a song in Spanish.
There's a lady that needs a song in Spanish.
Okay, I got an itch.
And it'll be almost perfect timing for getting Amy out too.
Yeah, or it's almost that time.
Getting
Is it
real
almost?
close.
Oh, I hope so, because my arms are starting to freeze.
All right, this will be real quick.
All right.
Okay.
We still got about 15 minutes, so.
Soy un hombre muy honrado que me gusta lo mejor. A mujeres no me faltan ni el dinero ni el amor. Jineteando en mi caballo por la sierra yo me voy. Las estrellas y la luna ellas me dicen dónde voy. Ay, 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 mi amor. Ay, mi morena de mi corazón. Ay, 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 mi amor. Ay, mi morena de mi corazón. Me gusta tocar guitarra, me gusta cantar el son. Mariachi me acompaña cuando canto mi canción. Me gusta tomar mis copas, aguardiente es lo mejor. También el tequila blanco con su sal le da sabor. Ay, 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 ay. Ay, ay, mi amor. Ay, mi morena de mi corazón. Me gusta tocar guitarra, me gusta cantar el son. Mariachi me acompaña cuando canto mi canción. Me gusta tocar guitarra, me gusta cantar el son. Mariachi me acompaña cuando canto mi canción. Ay, 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 mi amor. Ay, mi morena de mi corazón. Ooh, my hand's locking up. Oh.
That's some good playing, man.
What's that?
That's some good playing, man.
Just think what it's going to feel like when you're up here behind.
Oh, yeah.
Having your hands locked up.
So $100 for a Spanish song, huh?
Yes. Well, thank you for who is donating that $100 extra for that song.
Come on, girls, keep it up.
Said big hugs to Amy.
Thank you, hugs back. I would hug you, but I can't. I'm handcuffed.
What was the name of that song?
It's called El Mariachi by Antonio Banderas.
Okay, somebody was just asking there. So.
Antonio Banderas.
Wow.
Yeah.
I didn't know you had that in.
Yeah.
He plays that song.
She's my savior.
So Amy's countdown's getting closer to Colston Bell and our torture chamber
We'll do
challenge.
1 minute extra just to make sure we're on the hour for our Spokane guy.
Okay.
I don't want to cheat him out of a minute.
Yes.
Aaron Ferguson, she was supposed to be out almost an hour ago, but someone called in and offered $1,000 if she stayed in one more hour.
Someone doesn't love me back there.
Someone back from where she used to be from.
$100 is being sent right now, they said, for that. So that's awesome. Sarah Redbuck said that another lady donated it, so.
Oh, good.
So $200 for that song? Or
Just $100. Somebody else sent it for someone else.
Okay.
So they make sure it got there.
Yeah.
DJ's cooking.
How much longer does she have for the 3-hour mark?
About 19 minutes.
How many?
19.
You said 15
Well, I
earlier.
could have sworn.
Give her,
My math
give
is
her
off.
30-second
They keep
update.
getting this minutes lengthened on me. So someone better.
Sounds like
better,
we're adding time.
Yeah, someone's
me
adding
check when we
time on
started
me, you
here.
guys. These guys are enjoying me being tortured in here.
No.
Yes, you guys love
money
torch.
chin-ching, and no, we don't. See, you got it so much easier than us people with bigger wrists, because I was always...
I have big wrists.
I know it, but you're able to get those cuffs down here. They don't go anywhere but right around this bone here.
Yeah.
I mean, I was on the first click.
We don't want Brand to start singing right now. Blowing that horn is enough. I'm joking. He sings
Brand's
good.
a little off key. He needs more practice.
Someone asked Brand to
So
sing.
you're a little off key. He needs some warm up.
Get educated.
You gonna step up and sing that one song, Brand? Hallelujah.
Hallelujah. Yeah, let's sing hallelujah. Let's all sing hallelujah.
Brand sings that song really well, actually. You want to step up here and sing that song? Sure. It'll pass the time here while we're...
Well, keeping me entertained.
Brand Thorne's about to sing hallelujah.
Try to remember the lyrics.
All I can remember is the hallelujah part.
Heard there was a sacred chord. Let's wait till he gets done.
Well, he did better than I did.
Okay, ready?
Okay, we're going to have Brand
You say
sing
the
over
words
here.
and I'll do the hallelujah part.
Okay. I heard there was a sacred chord that David played and it pleased the Lord. You don't really care for music now, do ya? Well, it goes like this: the fourth, the fifth, the minor fall and the major lift. The baffled king composing hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. Your faith was strong, but you needed proof. You saw her bathing on the roof, her beauty and the moonlight overthrew ya. Well, she tied you to her kitchen chair, she broke your throne, she cut your hair, and from your lips she stole the hallelujah. Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah.
It's gonna be hallelujah when I get out of here. We
Yes.
have to get some money for all this music.
All this music. Well, maybe they'll sign me to a
Our
contract.
God's not dead.
He's surely alive. Living
On the inside, roaring like a lion. My God's not dead. He sure is alive. We need a choir here.
That's what we got you for.
We got David here now. I don't know where he went to here.
He's in the kitchen. Oh, no, here he is.
Here he is. So you taking your turn in there after a while, David?
I ain't sure. I think I might end up over here or down there.
the real one, right?
Over the mountains and through the woods, huh?
And stuff like that.
Yeah, what was it someone said the other day? Okay, are we on countdown yet?
We've actually got 5 minutes.
Why are you shooting for a whole hour?
Well, 3 hours.
3 hours.
She's done awesome.
I was going for 2 and someone challenged me.
Yeah, well, I was trying to challenge Robert last night, and they drug him out of there. Before his persecution, he barely got started. If I was here, it would have been much harder on him.
So we're at a 5-minute countdown, folks.
Get your money in. You can
On a
always
bell
get
or
it
out.
after I'm out.
Go to www.bundydefense.com.
I'm still smiling 3 hours later, although I'm in a lot of pain, so that should count for something.
I've never been tortured in my life.
We'll get a timer over here in a minute to count down because we got 4 minutes now.
Hey, Josh, you got your phone on you? You got your phone on you? Yeah. Can you set up a timer here in a little bit for a 2-minute countdown?
We gotta add 1 minute just in case. Here's 1 more. Okay.
happened is one of John's followers called in from Washington, a man and wife team, and they said that they would donate $1,000 if she stayed in there for another hour. And so we're actually on the countdown, and she has raised, John, how much has she raised?
Over $1,700 now.
Miss Amy has
count.
raised over $1,700. So I want you guys to know that. $1,700 bucks. She's a typical woman. She wants more, right? So
I am woman. I want more. I got that one on
she
here
is
too.
doing the torture chamber challenge outside
Okay, we're down to 2 minutes.
2 minutes,
Got their
Josh. Go
phone.
ahead and start it.
we're down to 2 minutes countdown.
All right,
And
countdown's going.
Miss Amy has raised approximately $1,700. One of John Lamb's followers out of Washington called in and said
I clapped my hands and raised my
if she
hands,
did it for
but
one more hour, that
they
would
won't allow me
donate
to with these
$1,000.
handcuffs.
I'll try to get Sarah to. I'll try to get Brian to do that after a while, Sarah.
2-minute countdown for Miss Amy. All the money is going to the BundyDefenseFund.com.
Yes, David, that's a good idea.
Clap too.
And so she's doing everything she can to keep her spirits up and jamming out, and her shoulders hurt.
I can still clap.
She's clapping, and she is handcuffed. 60-year-old Amy from Mesquite, Nevada is handcuffed, raising money for the Bundy Defense Fund out here in
What's our time so far?
Pahrump, Nevada.
Hurry
We
up.
are at 1 minute right now.
1 minute.
left.
We've got
1 minute left. We're fixing to count down the countdown here in a minute to get Amy out of here.
Show us the handcuffs.
She has done awesome. She can tell she's sore. I can tell it. She's been strong, but
I just did the last of the sword.
yeah.
Hey, Amy, did you beat him in raising money?
I don't know. I
She
think
did.
I did.
She did actually.
Oh, that's it. I'm going back in.
What's our time now?
30 seconds now.
30 seconds now. So
29, 28,
Her shoulders
27.
her wrists hurt, her back's
20
hurting.
seconds.
So she's having a little bit of a hard
we're
time.
fixing to do the
here.
countdown out there, everyone.
The guys actually
So-
started cooking because they were hungry, and their
10,
guys
9,
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's get Amy out of there.
$1,700.
Let's
She raised at least $1,700. Miss Amy. Woo woo.
So here we go. We're gonna
get the handcuffs off.
Let's get the
Oh, these are the wrong
handcuffs
keys.
Oh.
No.
I'll kill ya.
You're gonna have to stay there.
I'll kill ya.
Oh, is your shoulder and arm okay?
They'll live.
Okay.
I've had worse.
Oh.
Okay.
So let's
Now
look
we're
and
talking
see.
about when you lift up your arms.
Yes.
I can't lift my arms up right now.
That's 3 hours there.
She did 3 hours, and she cannot lift her hands up further than
Wow.
this because of her shoulders.
That's hurting there.
And I want
I'm
to
gonna
tell
have
you,
to exercise. Anyone want to donate a massage? Bring it out here. I'll take it.
damn straight. She's got it coming.
Only you know your
She's got
pain
it
right
coming.
Wow.
now. It's best that you just work through it for just a bit.
I will.
Thank you, Amy, for taking your turn.
Thank you, Amy. We love
She
you.
raised right.
Amy is in there for 3 hours. So tell everybody what you feel there and just talk just a second if you don't mind. Just
Okay. I think one of the main things that bothered me is the emotional. I'm thinking of Ryan in there, and I'm thinking I have a crowd of people around me and people watching out for me. Ryan was in there, or Ammon was in there all by himself with nothing and nobody to talk to except his God. You know, I just can't imagine the emptiness and the loneliness and the helplessness that he must have felt. And I was only in there 3 hours. He was in there 13 hours handcuffed, and his ankles were cuffed too. You can't scratch your nose, you can't itch your ear, you can't move your hair out of your face, you can't do crap, you can't go potty or anything. I just can't imagine the pain that man went through.
Well, thanks a lot, Amy. Go sit down somewhere and get a drink of water and rest.
Yes,
thank
get
you.
some water,
So,
please. So Miss Amy
yes.
raised over 17.
So we're going to turn the camera around here a moment, and that was Amy. She was in this box here for 3 solid hours doing that challenge, just to get a little bit of experience what the guys were feeling when they were there in this prison right across the street. 13 hours. Not one single one of us yet have been able to do 13 hours in this box, either because of the heat or the cold at night. BJ Soper from Oregon did 5 hours last night and got out of there at 2 o'clock in the morning. That's a long time. The temperature dropped. It was getting cold. You couldn't get comfortable. The heat of the day, in the middle of the day, got hot for the guys that were in there. We challenge people to come out here. Try this challenge yourself, and just even if it's for 15 minutes, handcuffed in this small cell, and see how uncomfortable it is. And imagine what 13 hours would be like. This prison is saying that they can do this for 72 hours straight, with shackles on your feet, handcuffs on your hand, for 13 hours in a cell with no water, no food, and no restroom facilities. And that's just unheard of. We're going to sign off for now. We're going to get somebody else in here after a while, and we'll update you soon as we know who that's going to be. I think David Fleeman is our next one up.
He went to the grocery store.
And he went to the grocery store. What's that?
He's our next victim.
He's our next victim that's going to try this. So stay tuned. The next day or two, we're going to continue with this torture chamber challenge, and with different people, and trying to bring awareness to what's going on here. We may even move this chamber downtown, as some have suggested, downtown in front of some of the grocery stores or the jailhouse or the library, as the public can see what this is like firsthand. And we are getting a lot of response out here from the locals who are coming out here and seeing what's going on. So people are seeing this, but we may move in town here the next day or two and show people what's going on out here. Thanks again for joining us. Thanks for sticking with us and helping financially everyone that was able to, and all the prayers for everyone that's been given to us out here. We're still out here. This is day 5 out here in front of the Nevada Southern Detention Center. Thanks again, and God bless, and we'll tune in a little bit later.
Getting excited here.
What happened is one of John's followers called in from Washington, a man and wife team, and they said that they would donate $1,000 if she stayed in there for another hour. And so we're actually on the countdown, and she has raised, John, how much has she raised?
Over $1,700 now.
Miss Amy has raised over $1,700. So I want you guys to know that. $1,700 bucks. She's a typical woman. She wants more, right? So she is doing the torture chamber challenge outside of the Nevada Southern Detention Center in Pahrump, Nevada.
Okay, we're down to 2 minutes.
2 minutes, Josh. Go ahead and start it.
We're down to 2 minutes countdown. Right, and Miss Amy has raised approximately $1,700. One of John Lamb's followers out of Washington called in and said if she did it for one more hour that they would donate $1,000. And we're at the 2 minute countdown. 2 minute countdown for Miss Amy. All the money is going to the BundyDefenseFund.com.
Yes, David, that's a good idea.
And so she's doing everything she can to keep her spirits up and jamming out, and her shoulders hurt. She's clapping, and she is handcuffed. 60-year-old Amy from Mesquite, Nevada is handcuffed, raising money for the Bundy Defense Fund out here in Pahrump, Nevada.
We are at 1 minute right now.
1 minute. We've got 1 minute left.
We're going to count down the countdown here in a minute. Get
and
out of here.
Show us the handcuff key.
You've done awesome.
And he's ready, and he did 4 hours, and he raised a bunch of money. Now, hey, Amy, did you beat him in raising money?
I don't know.
She
I
did.
think I did.
She did.
Oh, that's it. I'm going back in.
What's our time now?
30 seconds now.
30 seconds now. So
29. 28.
Her shoulders hurt. Her wrists hurt. Her back's hurting. So she's having a little bit of a hard time here. The guys actually started cooking because they were hungry, and their guys.
9,
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Woo! Freedom! $1,700. She raised at least $1,700. Miss Amy, woot woot! Okay, let's get her.
Get the handcuffs off.
Let's get the handcuffs
these are the wrong
off.
keys.
I'll kill you. I'll kill you.
We're good. Yeah, she'll come up out of those babies.
Shoulder and arm okay?
They'll live.
Okay.
Okay.
I've had worse.
Oh.
Okay. All the guys have.
Talking about when you lift up your arms.
Yes.
I can't lift my arms up right now.
That's 3 hours there.
She did 3 hours, and she cannot lift her hands further than this because of her shoulders right now. And I want to tell you.
Exercise. Anyone want to donate a massage and bring it out here? I'll take it.
Damn straight. She's got it coming.
Only you know
She's
your
got
pain
it
right
coming.
now. It's best that you just work through it for just a bit.
I will.
Thank you, Amy, for taking your turn.
Oh, wow. She raised, that's right. Our camp cook raised $1,700.
Okay, I think one of the main things that bother me is the emotional. I'm thinking of Ryan in there, and I'm thinking I have a crowd of people around me and people watching out for me. Ryan was in there, or Ammon was in there all by himself with nothing and nobody to talk to except
Are
his
those
dog.
both the same?
You know,
So we
I
lose-
just
we
can't
lose
imagine
both of them
the
when we both
emptiness
of
and the loneliness and the helplessness that he must have felt. And I was only in there 3 hours. He was in there 13 hours handcuffed, and his ankles were cuffed too. You can't move your hair out of your face. You can't do crap. You can't go potty or anything. I just can't imagine the pain that man went through.
Well, thanks a lot, Amy. Go sit down somewhere and get a drink of water and rest.
Yes, get some water, please. So Miss Amy here raised over $1,700 for the Bundy Defense Fund. She spent 3 hours torture chamber
3
challenge.
solid hours doing that challenge, just to get a little bit of experience what the guys were feeling when they were there in this prison right across the street. 13 hours. Not one single one of us yet have been able to do 13 hours in this box, either because of the heat or the cold at night. DJ Soper
did 5 hours.
Did 5 hours last night and got out of there at 2 o'clock in the morning. That's a long time. The temperature dropped. It was getting cold. You couldn't get comfortable. The heat of the day, in the middle of the day, got hot for the guys that were in there. It's we challenge people to come out here, try this challenge yourself, and just even if it's for 15 minutes, handcuffed in this small cell and see how uncomfortable it is. And imagine what 13 hours would be like. This prison is saying that they can do this for 72 hours straight, with shackles on your feet, handcuffs on your hand, for 13 hours in a cell with no water, no food, and no restroom facilities. And that's just unheard of. We're going to sign off for now. We're going to get somebody else in here after a while, and we'll update you soon as we know who that's going to be. I think David Fleeman is our next one up.
Victim.
And he went to the grocery store. What's that?
He's our next victim.
He's our next victim that's going to try this. So stay tuned. The next day or two, we're going to continue with this torture chamber challenge, and with different people, and trying to bring awareness to what's going on here. We may even move this chamber downtown, as some have suggested, downtown in front of some of the grocery stores or the jailhouse or the library, as the public can see what this is like firsthand. And we are getting a lot of response out here from the locals. They're coming out here and seeing what's going on. So people are seeing this, but we may move in town here the next day or two and show people what's going on out here. Thanks again for joining us. Thanks for sticking with us.
And we're going to be having breakfast soon. And we are outside the Nevada Southern Detention Center in Pahrump, Nevada. And why we're here is Ammon Bundy was placed into handcuffs for 13 hours and shackles around his ankles, and he was physically abused. I do believe that we had independent investigators out here yesterday. We're being told they were sent out of from out of state, and they came in here and investigated what was going on, and we hope that happened. And I do believe that's why they removed the 2 vans they had blocking the road right there. Most of the time they had those vans blocking the road and they were unmanned, and I think that's a little bit of a health and safety hazard as to if there was a medical emergency in there or a fire or something, they would have to respond out here and move their vehicles and stuff, and it really wasn't safe. So we are in Pahrump, Nevada, outside the Nevada Southern Detention Center, where Ammon Bundy was held for 13 hours inside a cell this size right here. Ammon Bundy was held inside of a cell right like this. And one of the guys came up with this plan yesterday. Let's show them. Let's show everybody what's exactly going on. And some of our guys and Miss Amy got in there today and are doing the challenge. And the longest anybody has lasted is 5 hours. And BJ, I slept in a chair last night, kind of dozing in and out, but we were right here till 2 o'clock in the morning and watching the staff come and go, and we had spotlights on this so that they had to look at it when they came through, and they could not miss us. As you see that we're across a 2-lane road here in front of the entrance where all their staff are coming and going, and some are stopping and waving and being very polite, and then others are just like, we're the homeless man asking for change, and they're not making eye contact, and they're speeding out of here as fast as they possibly can and everything else. So we got the guitars out here. BJ Soper's making breakfast as our cook was locked up. So we're doing this challenge to bring awareness that what happened out here, and I did 20 years in corrections, and I'm going to tell you guys that having somebody in handcuffs for 13 hours, and he was supposed to be in handcuffs for 72 hours. One of the guys got out and made a phone call to Ammon's wife, Lisa, and she put out an all call, and here we are. We're here supporting the Bundy family and every single one of our patriots that are in there locked up without bail, without bond. And some of these guys were found not guilty in the state of Oregon, and they're being tried again in Nevada, and that's why we're here. So if there's anything that you can do to support, even if it's prayers, send out your prayer warriors and everything else. And I want to thank you guys for your prayers and for your support and for everything that you guys are doing out there. At this time, Amy raised over $1,700, and so we're well over $4,000 in just the 2 days that we've been out here. Little over a day. Just a little over a day. Thank you, Carol, for sharing the video. And my live feeds are really being messed with, so if you guys want to watch John Lamb's, please go over there and watch his as well, because it doesn't matter if you're watching mine or watching his. This is about getting the message out about what happened. And we had one of their officers stop out here earlier or last night and talk to us, and I'm losing a lot of I don't have a lot of respect for some of these guys, but I know that we're touching some of these staff in there. I know for a fact that we're touching some of the good ones, and we're touching their heart. And if we can do that, if we can touch their heart and just kind of open their eyes to stand up for what is right inside. Don't quit your job, but make a difference while you're there. Make a difference while you're inside, and do the best that you absolutely positively can. Melody, I love you, girl, and you rock, baby. You rock. So you know what I'm doing. You've known me for 40 years. Melody Bobo has known me for approximately 35 years. And so she probably knows me better than most. She knows where I came from. She knows where I've lived. She knows my struggles. She knows the things that I've been through that a lot of you guys just don't know. We all have stories. We're humans. So she knows I was born and raised in Humboldt County and went into the correctional system because I was a single mother. And so when people tell me to quit my job and do something honorable, no. What's honorable is to work in there for as long as I did and to stand up and do what's right and take the brunt of what I took for standing up and doing what's right inside the walls. Now, I can stand out here all day, but you know what? I'm free to go to the bathroom. I'm free to eat. I'm free to snack on a candy bar. I'm free to breathe fresh air and pick a flower. But when you work in there and you stand up for what's right, that's what makes a difference. And so if we can touch those guys that are and gals that are in there, I don't want them to quit their job. I want them to stand up in there and make a difference. And that's what it's all about. Yes, Amy is absolutely adorable. Amy is absolutely adorable. Her and I have become fast friends, and I keep telling her, oh, just stay one more day. Just stay one more day. But, so anything that you guys can do, and what we're doing is raising funds for the Ammon, the situation that happened with him. Now, I'm going to tell you guys, I don't know if you watched the other videos, I don't believe things that are second or third hand. And so when I heard Ammon's phone call that was recorded, I knew for a fact, because I find the Bundy family to be very honorable, and 99.9% of the time I'm going to call an inmate a liar, because that's just, you know, it is what it is. But when Ammon got on there, and anything that the Bundys say I'm going to take as the truth, because I think they hold each other accountable for their actions and everything else. So yeah, I stand behind them 100%, and I think that they're very honorable people. So I'm going to do everything that I can do from my point to get to their point, to get it all out to America, and share. John Lamb's videos are very good, and Skipper's doing some live feeds, and whatever we can do to get these guys out. So make this public, and like John Lamb was saying earlier, we've got some suggestions about taking this to town and putting it out in the public street, and we'll have to see what we can do there. But like Walmart has a ton of people coming and going and blah blah blah, and there's a shopping center here, and if we can do that and get the locals involved, woot woot. Pahrump, Nevada is also where Front Sight Training Facility is, if anybody knows about Front Sight Training Facility. And so they do have a lot of people that come through and do gun training classes, and Front Sight is huge, and they have thousands of people rolling through there all the time. And so they go into Walmart, they go shopping, they go to the grocery store, and if we can hit